All right, you guys, Law of Fragrance is back again today. So today's video is gonna make me a little bit sad because these are 5 fragrances I absolutely love and adore, and they've been all sadly discontinued. I wish the brands would bring these back. Please, if you do somehow watch this video, or if you know people in the brand, tell them to bring it back, please, because I want everybody to smell these amazing scents that I absolutely fell in love with. I do, getting to know some perfumers, I do understand why some fragrances have been discontinued. There could be a few factors. One, it just didn't get, the popularity of the scents wasn't as what they were hoping for. The ingredients can become too expensive or get really hard to source. And so they don't want to ruin it or, change the scent. So it's just sometimes better to discontinue. So while I do tease and I do say I wish these would be brought back, and I really do wish they would be brought back, I do understand why this happens. I don't know why in particular with these 5 scents. I'm just saying overall, So these 5 fragrances, they're not in any order. They're just all absolutely amazing. And if they were readily available, or if you could find them for a good deal, I would say these are worth blind buying and picking up, in my honest opinion. So, let's get into that list. So the first one is, okay, so when it comes to designer houses, there's 2 that I've really, really felt that I feel like from most of the stuff I've smelled from them. I mean, they have huge collections, so it's not, I haven't smelled every single one, but from what I have encountered, they're absolutely fantastic and I love it. So one of them happens to be Guerlain. Now, the L'Homme Ideal line, I have 4 scents total. The other 3, I think that you could find them readily available. This one I'm going to talk to you about, unfortunately, it was discontinued. It is the cologne version. So I got actually a good deal on this. I found this online somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. I think it was on a marketplace or something. But the price was really good. And I think for this bottle, it was a 1.7. It was already used, but I think it was like 50, 60 bucks. And for the fact that it was discontinued at that price, I was like, wow, that's insane. Now, how I know it was legit? Well, because Niles gifted me another bottle of it. So, the smells are exactly the same. So now I can actually use one of the bottles more often because I have a backup bottle. But guys, this scent is just, and I'm not the biggest spring and summer type of fragrance person. I love darker, heavier scents. But man, let me tell you, fresh, some spice in there, some almond in there. You do actually pick, luckily that didn't break. You get some vetiver in there. Oh, guys, this scent, absolutely amazing. Now, again, this is the type of spring and summer scent you can use in any setting. I think it'd be perfect for the office. Because, a lot of times people would ask me what would be a scent you could use in the office that's going to smell different than like your particularly blue fragrances or the well-known fragrances. This one, I mean, I think it's perfect. Like I said, I wish it was more readily available, but you do have it in your collection. This is one I would not wear this to the gym though. If it was around and like I said, readily available, gym would be fine as well because it's not a heavy, heavy scent. But every time I've worn it, I bought between 7 to 8 hours on it. And of course, obviously, this gets a 5 out of 5. I mean, I absolutely love it. I blindly bought it. Again, I never had any experience with it. But the fact that I did know about the L'Homme Ideal line, I was kind of like, if I already love these 3, they wouldn't be, I'm sure I'll love this one. And I was correct. Now, don't know if I love it more than the EDP or the Extreme, because those are absolutely fantastic as well. But this scent, phenomenally done, well done. Guerlain, please think about bringing this back because, like I said, in the L'Homme Ideal line, this is on the fresher side. So, where those, like I said, are cooler weather scents, this one, I'm surprised it wasn't really well received. If it wasn't, if that was the reason why they discontinued it, because this would just be a perfect spring and summer scent that smells different than what you're used to, especially from the designer realm. All right, so this next scent, guys, I remember going to Nordstrom's, and it was one day after work, and I was like, hey, let me try some new scents. I haven't smelled a lot of the designer scents, so I was like, hey, let me try these out and see what it is. Now, this is the one on the list that I did not blind buy or, didn't get as a gift. This was, kind of like, hey, I sprayed it, let it sit through the day, and I was like, yeah, I need this. And that scent happened to be from Prada. It's L'Homme Intense. Now, right now, I know you can find this. It's readily available on Discounters. But if you go look on their website, now again, I don't have confirmation that it's discontinued, but if it's on there, if you go on Prada's website, it says it's out of stock. A lot of discounters don't have it in stock. I would have to think it's discontinued. I've heard rumblings that it is. So that's the sad thing. But again, you can still find it. Some discounters still have it, and it's a pretty great price. So if you do see it there, I would pick it up. Honestly, to me, this is worth a blind buy. But it is a little different than Prada L'Homme. So where Prada L'Homme, you really get that iris, get the pepper there, but it's a clean scent. This goes in, it's a little bit darker in the sense I'm saying like, oh my God, it's a very polarizing scent. No, but you get amber in there. You do definitely pick up the iris. There's some leather in there as well. I absolutely love this scent. This scent is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, when you're ranking iris scents, I mean, this has got to be up in the list. I know Valentino Uomo Intense, Dior Homme Intense, and these three, that's like the trifecta right there. Those three are all worth picking up in my opinion, and I love iris. So all three scents. I have two of them. I used to have Dior Homme Intense. Which one's better? I don't know. I'll have to, see. I want to get a bottle of Dior Homme Intense and like kind of battle them out. But this one, guys, and the performance on this is absolutely great. Now, I'm not saying in the sense where it's a projection monster, but more because of the longevity. Because, with Prada L'Homme, I only get between 7 to 8 hours, and it sits closer to the skin. This projects a little bit more, but I do get 10 plus hours on my skin. Guys, like I said, if you love iris, definitely worth picking up. It goes like in a different direction, but this is perfect for those fall, winter evenings. I did get a backup bottle as well. So the first bottle I already had from Prada, I bought it. I maybe used it maybe 10% of the bottle. So it's still 90% full. And then when I heard it was discontinued, but I still found it on a deal on the discounter, I picked up a brand new bottle, still closed, sealed in the box. So, you know what I'm saying? So once this one runs out, or I could actually use this one, still I know I have that backup one safe in a cool, dark place. So Prada L'Homme Intense, Prada, reconsider this, put it back on your site, bring it back, because I think, honestly, this is your best scent. And I don't know if you'll top it, because Prada Ocean so far, All right, so this next scent is the only niche one on the list. So that's the thing, and I found out it's discontinued. At least that's because it's not on their site anymore. So I'm assuming it's discontinued. It's really hard to find. I was trying the other night. I was trying to look for it online, couldn't find it. So really sad because this comes from my favorite house, and now I don't want to use it anymore because it's really hard to find, and it's expensive as it was. It's really expensive as it was, anyways. Because, like I said, when it was retailing on their site, it's $360. But now with it being discontinued, and I'm sure if it pops up somewhere, it'll probably be more than that or around the same price. So I'm just gonna hold it on to what I have. Now I did blind buy this scent. I did get it off a great deal, off a discounter. I did get a tester, but when I remember hearing that Amouage was coming out with kind of a fougere-like fragrance, I was like, and I love fougères, I was like, I gotta try this. Read the notes, and I was like, it was a great deal. I was like, well, buy it, So it came in the mail. I sprayed it right away, and I was like, wow, this is phenomenal. But it's not your typical fougere scent. So it's Bracken Man, guys. Now, the reason why I love this so much, I mean, and Amouage just is on another level of perfumery, just high quality, classy scents, but they go in different directions. Bracken does that. Now, of course, you do get some citrus in there. You do get the lavender. So you get the woody notes. So you're getting the elements of the fougere type style. But what I do love about this, and the reason why I adore it, because it has clove. Now, I love clove. I love clove in fragrances. Musk Ravageur, cloves, I love it as well. Another masterpiece fragrance to me. But this scent, because of the element in there, it's different than the fougères I've smelled. And honestly, this is my favorite fougere fragrance. Like I said, put a dent in it already. Now, like I said, don't want to use it because I'm scared. Maybe I'll just come up to it, sniff it every so often, maybe do a small little spray because this to me is, and I don't know why it wasn't well received. Maybe it's because clove, and I know clove can be polarizing and be hard to pull off in scents because I've heard with Musk Ravageur the same thing. People love it or hate it. So maybe this was the same thing here. But to me, it's not that typical fougere-like scent, but it has the elements in there. Bracken is just so underrated. I rarely hear it talked about. I talked about it a lot. I feel like I've talked about it a lot. And Amouage, I mean, please, like I said, just reconsider bringing this back. Again, maybe it wasn't well received. I don't know. I think people just didn't know about it, and they should know about it, because this scent, so masculine, well done, classy scent. Would be perfect for like, when I've had people ask me for like office, for like a, where I want to smell expensive and like, like I'm a CEO, this is the scent right here. So yeah, Bracken Man. All right. So this next fragrance. Now, I swapped with somebody online. I can't remember what I gave them in return. I really don't recall what it was. But this was a scent that was offered to me. Read the notes. I was like, sure, why not give it a shot? At this time, it was not discontinued, and probably should have picked up a backup bottle. I didn't, and now it's hard. It's kind of hard to find, I feel. To me, I love Polo Green. Polo Green was my favorite from Ralph Lauren until I smelled this scent. And when I smelled this scent, I remember I sprayed it when it came in the mail, and I was just blown away. Polo Red Extreme. Guys, get some blood orange in the top. But to me, you get coffee and some woody notes. This, to me, is such a perfect date night scent. Now, the coffee's not prevalent throughout it, but I feel like you could pick it up. It might seem simplistic because there's not really many other notes you can pick up in it, but man, the way it was done, absolutely fantastic. Not sure why this was discontinued. Now, I know the Polo Red line is very popular. I have the Parfum, I have the Intense. To me, this blows them all out the water. The EDP, the EDT, all the Polo Red ones. But for some reason, this one got discontinued. I don't get it. Like I said, if you love coffee in fragrances, and you just, like, I love coffee, drink it every day, obsessed with the smell of it. So when I got this, I was just like, wow. So like I said, the mistake I made, not picking it up for a backup bottle of it, but I will not use this, like I said, maybe spray here and there. But guys, like I said, for a date night, this would be the scent to wear. If it was more readily available, I would probably recommend it to a lot of you, especially because at the price point when it was available, then you could get this big bottle here. I think this is 100 ml. It was like, I think for $60 or $70. So that's crazy. So to me, at that price point, so well worth it. Such a gorgeous scent. Polo, please consider discontinuing some of your other red fragrances and bring this one back. Now, this last scent. I can say this with confidence. This is my favorite designer scent of all time. Now, I remember years ago when this was more readily available. I remember getting a sample of it. And so I love, I'll kind of just already say what it is. It's Mugler Pure Mal. Now, I remember many, many years ago, we're talking about over 10 plus years ago, I always loved Angel for Men. I mean, when, I was always wearing like Cool Water Curve back in the days. And, when Mugler Men came out, and I love the way the woman's one smelled. I loved the smell. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I was like, man, they need to make this. At that point in time, obviously I'm not as well versed as I am now with fragrances. I was like, oh man, they should come up with a more masculine type version of this. I mean, I didn't want to use this, it's like, because like I said, you have that now, there's knowledge and you can obviously know that fragrances aren't feminine or masculine. It's just really how it works on your chemistry of your skin. But at the time, I did not know this when I was in my early 20s. So, when it came out for men, my mom bought me a bottle and I loved it, absolutely loved it. But then, obviously what designers love to do, come out with flankers. So I remember I got a sample of Pure Malt, instantly fell in love with it. I'm just like, wow. And I love, like I said, Mugler Men. This is just on a whole nother level. Blown away by it. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I can't recall why I never picked up a bottle. I just don't know. Maybe I just was buying other scents. Don't know why that was the case. But anyways, but now, it's discontinued. It's been discontinued for a while. And I made a mistake because now looking for this scent, you're talking about, I think, $200 plus, if it's actually legit, if people aren't making fakes. But so a friend of mine, Rob, on Instagram messaged me and said, bro, I'm going to send you this bottle. And I'm just like, wait, you're sending me the bottle. And if you look at it, I mean, I've already used it a few times, but look at how full this is. So I'm just blown away that Rob just even decided to send this to me. So bro, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout out for, gifting this. And so, like I said, it's been so many years since I smelled it. So I got this maybe a few months ago. He sent it to me. And when I sprayed it, again, those memories, what came back to me. And I'm like, I don't know why I didn't buy this scent when I had the chance. I probably would have bought multiple bottles of it and just stashed them. Because especially if I would have known that they were going to be all discontinued. So this scent, now why I love this scent so much. Let's get into the scent. Fruity, citrusy, but then it comes boozy. I get some coffee notes in there. Some vanilla. It just evolves and evolves. I absolutely adore this scent. This just to me is such a masterful creation. I mean, there's 3 that I've smelled. I haven't tried all the flankers of the Mugler, but I love the original Mugler. Man, Pure Havana is an absolute gorgeous fragrance, a masterpiece in my opinion as well. And this one to me, just again, I have a hard time seeing if like Crypto Mint or all these other ones will blow this out, but this one on a whole nother level. It's been discontinued for quite some time. I want to see if there's somebody that can recreate this. Please, I would love to try to find a bottle of it because I doubt Mugler is going to bring this back. The brand will bring it back. If anybody knows or has a good deal on this scent or knows like a company that kind of recreated, please let me know because I will use that and hold on to this and just store this somewhere far and wide. But this is my all-time favorite designer scent. I don't see any designer scent topping this, in my honest opinion, because it's just such a gorgeous creation. So be curious to think if you guys have tried any of those 5. What do you think? And tell me some of your favorite discontinued scents. You could like, comment, subscribe, and share. Greatly appreciated. Hit that bell, and peace, love, and fragrance.